Now I know this one might ruffle a little bit of feathers, but if you're married, your mother should not have more influence over your marriage than your wife. Say it again for the people in the back. Your mother should not have more influence over your marriage than your wife. And wives, the same goes for your husband and your family. You ain't out of this either. And this isn't about disrespecting parents. It's about understanding what marriage actually is. I've noticed a pattern with a lot of marriages. It's not always infidelity or money or communication problems. Sometimes it's a husband who refuses to leave his mother emotionally. I've heard some wives say, "My husband will not defend me when his mom disrespects me. He tells me to just deal with it. He lets his mother make decisions that should be made between us." I've even heard a husband tell his wife, "If you can't get along with my mother, then maybe you're not the right woman for me." Can I lovingly tell every husband listening? That is one of the most dangerous things you can ever say to your wife. Because what she heard wasn't, "I want peace." What she heard was, "My loyalty belongs to my mother before it belongs to you." And I hate to break it to you, but that's not what God designed. In Genesis 2:24, I've mentioned this in one of my previous videos. "Therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother and hold fast to his wife. They shall become one flesh." It says leave, not dishonor, not disrespect, but leave. Your wife is no longer competing for first place with your mother. In fact, there shouldn't even be a competition in the first place. Your wife became your first earthly covenant when you said, "I do." Here's what people don't understand. A mother-in-law doesn't destroy a marriage because she has opinions. She's allowed to have those. She destroys a marriage only when her son refuses to establish boundaries. And boundaries are not rejection, they're protection. Your wife should never have to wonder, will my husband choose me today? She should already know the answer. That doesn't mean that your wife is wrong. Sometimes your mother is right and your wife is wrong. That's not the issue. The issue is that your wife should know that you'll handle it as her husband, not mama's little boy. Marriage requires a new loyalty. And if you're asking your wife to compete with your mother, you're already putting your marriage in a place God never intended it for it to be. A strong marriage doesn't happen because you found the right person. It happens because you protect the covenant, even if that means having hard conversations with the people you love. Love you, bye.